electric gold. 내 불빛은 never cold. Light it up, no turning back. 세상 내 무대 track. 숨길 수 없어 내 vibe, so real the energy you gonna feel. I'm invincible, nothing can break me. Limitless flow, don't try to chase me. Crash like a wave, wild and free. Move that we, I'm all you see. Invincible, na 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 na, yeah. Na 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 na. Invincible, na 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 na, yeah. Na 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 na. 늦지 않아.
Yes, it may be hot outside, but we also have a red-hot matchup here inside the Phil Oil Center in San Juan. Ea Laure and the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans are ready to take on Myla Pablo and the NXLED Chameleons. Two teams finding themselves at the middle part of our standings. Every win would be crucial as they move forward here in the All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League. And this will be followed by the matchup of the Creamline Cool Smashers taking on the Galleries Tower High Risers. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. This is Mix Gomez at your service. We already heard from Jules Israel, but Noringo will be my partner for this game. Noreen, I mentioned these two finding themselves at the middle part of the standings. You know, that race for the top four, it's really getting so interesting.
It's important these teams jockeying for position, so to speak, no? So they want to continue winning in the rest of the conference because the goal is really to make it to the top four to avoid the long play-in tournament.
Take a look at the team standings. Well, if you would really examine, just one game could make a big difference from what, spots 4 all the way to 9?
Yeah, I totally agree. And all these teams, because of the player movements and the changes, you can't count any team out. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Before, a lot of people say, that's a pass game. Now you don't know who's going to win. So any win could change the standing. So it's important if you're playing to get that W because you want to make it to the final four, to the top four.
Now, we did mention that we have great matchups in today's ball game. MJ Phillips will be taking on Lorraine Pecaña. That's a good battle at the middle. But this game also features two of our most recent MVPs in the Premier Volleyball League. It's CC Rondina versus Brooke Van Sickle. First, let's talk about CC Rondina. In this game, or in this conference, she has scored at least 15 points in each game of CHOCO MUCHO.
I have a question for you. Are you surprised?
I am not.
It is a classic CC Rondina, the former 2023 second All-Filipino Conference MVP. But she did take a sabbatical to focus on beach. But she's back in indoor. I think she's healthy. We're hoping she's healthy. And we will, or the CHOCO MUCHO will look to her to continue to guide this team and hopefully, they end up in the top 4.
By the way, in the 5 games of CC Rondina in this conference, in 4 of those, she was able to tally double numbers. So that's just points and service receptions. Ang ganda na pinapakita ni CC both in offense and also on defense. But we also have to mention Brooke Van Sickle. Ito naman has led the way in terms of scoring for NXLED in all of their games.
Yeah, 2-time MVP, reigning back-to-back All-Filipino Conference MVP. Brooke Van Sickle just came from a championship, right? But it is what it is, you take what life throws at you. She has a new team, but she's still performing. And although she has struggles because it's a different team altogether, you know that throughout this conference, she can just get better, try to gel the team together, and also get a good showing, right, here in this conference.
Indeed, this matchup is going to be a crazy, exciting one. And I got to speak with these two key players. So let's start off with CC Rondina of the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. They won that last game finally after a 3-game skid, but it was a hard-earned 5 sets. And as CC told me kanina, decision-making is still a prime key improvement for them. There are a lot of small split-second decisions, small choices that impact the game, that shift the tide of momentum, and that's what they need to work on today. They've been having 5 sets back-to-back, and obviously they don't want a repeat of that today. And actually, it's that consistency and maximization expression of their players' potential that we want to see. And even Coach Dante echoed this. Sabi niya, as long as they stick to the system. And what is this system, you ask? I'm sure PVL fans are asking. And that system starts with service. It is a high-risk, high-reward strategy. And that is how they won their last game. But also, it is prone to some errors. So hopefully, they're able to minimize that today. And hopefully, it also pays off today. If they can go back to the win column, it will be a treat to see.
Yeah, you know, Jules, what is important also after each game is how you learn from it. You know, you go back to the drawing board. And for CHOCO MUCHO, one thing they have to address really is their ability to commit errors, their tendency to commit a lot of errors, 31 errors versus Gallery Star. This is an eyesore. Really, you want to change that, you want to correct that, and hopefully in your next games, you minimize your errors.
That's back-to-back games that they had 31 errors in each of their outings. So yes, it is a concern for Coach Dante, Alinsunurin and company. But they're taking on a team that's number 9 in service reception. So that high-risk, high-reward might be really on display in this game.
Yeah, it might be on their side today. And now I'll bring it to the other side of the court with Brooke Van Sickle. Captain Brooke Van Sickle of the NXLED Chameleons, of course, is not that glad with their back-to-back losses. But knowing her, you know, she is very optimist. And ang sabi niya sa akin kanina, it's all in the silver linings, Jules. You know, she is happy that these errors or these losses are happening now rather than later. And sabi niya nga sa akin, and I quote, you don't learn as much from winning. That's what she really mentioned. And these losses are actually making them lean on each other. Initially, their problem or their challenge was their connection and their chemistry. But now, because of this shared hurdle, they're finally going through something together that is making them more resilient, that is bonding them even more. And for NXLED, it's not a matter of if, but when. And you know, you see these records on screen, they can match this or even go beyond it. That's how confident they are, and they are hoping to start that campaign today. So we'll see how they play.
Yeah, you know, if you look at the numbers there, 3-2 in 2026, they are a new team. We have to give them, even if the core or the composition are strong players from Petrogas, they will have their struggles. You know, they need to gel, they need to find that chemistry. So they're hoping to improve on 3-2. And I feel, no, with the experience of people like Brooke Van Sickle, they're looking at that. They're they're on their way.
Well, they started the conference with 3 straight victories. Unfortunately, they lost back-to-back games. But why not end with a 4-game winning streak? The maximum record that they can achieve is 7 wins and 2 losses. Very achievable for NXLED.
And you know, this matchup today, both teams have a lot to prove, have a lot to give, deep benches. And that's why our Filipinas Live question today is, which team will prove steadier with service reception? Will it be the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans or the NXLED Chameleons? Well, it's anyone's game today.
NXLED actually is also number 9 in terms of serving. So let's see if they can actually do better in that category, challenging the likes of Tang Ponce when it comes to their first ball. On the other end, 9th din sa receptions ang NXLED. So tingnan natin kung bibigatan nga ba ng CHOCO MUCHO ang kanilang services for this game. We'll leave you with this video of Lian de Guzman. After that, we'll present to you our first serve and the starting lineup for this matchup.
Lian, come here. May questions ako for you.
Latin.
Ready ka na?
Game.
Miss Universe to. What were your expectations after we drafted you, and did it live up to those expectations?
Yung expectation ko nung muna sa akin, syempre, of course, PVL, iba na yung intensity, iba na yung laruan, compare nung college. And sabi ko nga sa sarili ko na parang, ibigay ko lang lahat, ibigay ko lang kung ano yung meron ako nung college, yun lang muna yung dadaling ko sa pro. And feel ko naging okay naman yung mga naging outcome. And feel ko nandun pa rin yung parang Lian de Guzman ko ano yung college hanggang ngayon.
LDG. Perfect. Ngayon, parang nakita ko na kahit nagkakamali or pag nangangapa ka pa lang, hindi na siya masyadong halata. Parang confident ka na halimbawa magkamali ka, ay, mababawi ko naman yan, ganon. Maganda yung ganong confidence na na-build up mo. And sobrang proud ako sa'yo kasi kahit saan ka ilagay ni Coach, kahit anong gustong makita ni Coach na maging laro mo, nabibigay mo talaga siya. And nakikita ko everyday pag nagte-training ka, talagang 100% yung pinapakita mo. Since this is your last conference as a rookie, what do you want to prove in the PVL?
Grabe, bilis. Marami pa akong kailangan matutunan pa. Siyempre, nakakailang conference pa lang ako. Then, parang simula pa lang to ng growth ko or progress na kung ano pa yung kaya kong ma-achieve. And of course, yun nga, ang expectation ko lang na sa akin na need ko pa rin yung willingness na matuto. Yun lang, siguro, let's have fun, let us do our best, and let's see kung saan tayo aabutin.
Okay, let's go.
So,
PVL fans, welcome to the 2026 All-Filipino Conference of the Premier Volleyball League here in the city of San Juan. This is match number 27 of the tournament, the preliminary round matchup between the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans and their opponents, the NXLED Chameleons. Introducing the two referees officiating this match. Our first referee is Bobby Celso, National Referee. Second referee is Rolando Ortega, International Referee Candidate. Let's have the starters. First, for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans. Outside spiker number 2, team captain Des Cheng. Setter number 3, Tina Wong. Opposite hitter number 10, Kat Tolentino. Middle blocker number 15, Jaila Atienza. Another middle blocker number 17, Lorraine Pecanya. And outside spiker number 18, Cici Rondina. Starting libero number 16, Tang Ponce. The head coach for CHOCO MUCHO is Dante Alinsunuri. And now the starters for the NXLED Chameleons. Outside spiker number 10, team captain Brooke Van Sickle. Setter number 5, Jules Tolentino. Outside spiker number 8, Myla Pablo. Middle blocker number 13, MJ Phillips. Opposite hitter number 16, Lian Tegusman. And middle blocker number 23, Duki Agunsanya. Starting libero number 21, Peng Pineda. Head coach for NXLED is Ettore Guitetti. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is CHOCO MUCHO versus NXLED.
Hello everybody and welcome to this matchup of CHOCO MUCHO and NXLED. Des Cheng will be still starting ahead of Ea Laure in this game. This will be her third start in their conference. Dina Wong is also back in the starting unit, having replaced Tia Andaya. On the other end, the former Flying Titan Duki Ogunsanya will be starting this game for Coach Ettore Guidetti. And joining her, they also have Lian de Guzman, who will be making her 5th start, and Jay Phillips as well. And the other usual starters, of course, are Tolentino Pablo and Van Sickle for NXLED. We describe this matchup as all important because these two find themselves at the middle part of our standings. CHOCO MUCHO actually has a chance to tie with NXLED if they win in this game.
Yeah, and Migs, in the pregame, you did stress, each victory can actually change the complexion of the standing. So you just want to focus on that, on getting that victory.
Right now, 1 game separates seeds 4 all the way to 9 in our team standings. As Lian de Guzman just got the first point of this game, the Ilongga Duki Ogunsanya serving. First ball, Dang Ponce. Back set by Dina onto Kat. And she will get CHOCO MUCHO on board.
Yeah, when Kat Tolentino's in front, they need to try to give her some sets because you want to spread out the offense of CHOCO MUCHO. So the blockers will have to keep moving and keep guessing.
You'd want to see Kat Tolentino activated a lot as well if you're a CHOCO MUCHO fan. She's only scored in double figures once in this conference. Phillips sends it through, and that was inside for MJ.
That was smart. Just smart, putting it down, finding the hole in CHOCO MUCHO's defense. What's important also for CHOCO MUCHO is CC Rondina will be marked, so your coverage has to work double time, really, so that you just give her that confidence to keep swinging.
2-1, NXLED. Des Cheng got a hand by the net. Tolentino goes to Phillips with some hand time, and it worked again for her.
Well, so far, easy points for MJ Phillips, or at least she makes it look easy.
Phillips did miss out on 1 game in this conference, but outside of that, she's been a double-figure scorer for the Chameleons with a conference high of 14 points. That was against Signal. Cheng still couldn't score. Pineda bumps it up, and this will be a chance ball. Best chance for CHOCO MUCHO so far. Dino will choose the middle. Pecaña denied. Same attacker, this time no connection.
Yeah, miscue there. One thing you need to adjust. Just talk about it, communicate, and make the changes so that you can still go to the middles.
Coach Dante visibly unhappy off of that play. It's now a 3-point advantage for Lian de Guzman and NXLED.
Because Mix, for sure, they've done that 1,000 times in practice.
Got Tolentino getting a point back off the block for CHOCO MUCHO. So she's been the bright spot for them.
Well, remember that match, CHOCO MUCHO Capital 1. The 2 leading scorers at that time was Bella Belen and Kat Tolentino, and they both went down with cramps. But Bella Belen was able to play in the 5th set, so they're hoping for their fans, I'm sure, that she's healthy.
That was the lone game, as I mentioned, that Kat scored in double figures with 19. CC from the back, going off speed. Good read by Tolentino. Here's Pablo. Denied. Coverage by Pineda. Better look now. Unfortunately, it went outside for Myla.
A bit of a scrappy exchange there for NXLED. One thing you want to correct, because, again, we stress the importance of this game. The matchup, you want to at least get better flow in your offense.
And we're already over halfway done in our All-Filipino conference. Makes it even more important as Phillips went down the line. 3 points now for MJ Phillips.
Very aggressive in the first set, MJ Phillips, and rightfully so.
Yes.
That takes the pressure off of Brooke Van Sickle.
5-3. Tolentino going cross. Got a touch. Another point for Kat. She's up to 3 as well.
And it is a close first set. It looked like a strong start from NXLED. It's just a 1-point game.
CHOCO down by 3 a while ago has a chance to give us a deadlock. Service in for Kat. Tolentino going to Brooke Van Sickle. There's the power.
There's there's the power. There's the start of a lot more points to come.
As you mentioned in the pregame, Brooke has led the way in all of their games in terms of scoring. Conference high of 21 against Galleries. Fortunately came off of a loss there. Ooh, drop almost worked. The pipe for CC. Oh, what an attack.
And it always looks good seeing CC Rondina from the back row.
5-6.
So much grace when she jumps.
Oh, yes. The form makes it even more graceful. Former finals MVP, Des Cheng of the UAAP will get an ace. Wasn't she also a best server in the UAP?
Yeah, I think so. She's targeted Brooke Van Sickle. A lot of these teams have been targeting Brooke Van Sickle. And, you know, as there were talk when you look at the stats that normally in terms of floor defense, she's part of the top 10. But so far, she's been struggling.
Duki Ogunsanya gets a point back against her former team. 7-6. Love that from the bench of NXLED. Malalim nga naman talaga ang roster ng NXLED. So why not transform into a cheering squad when you're not in uniform, at least playing uniform?
Great
D-ball.
idea.
Well, we're already halfway there for them at the bench as Tolentino went long for that one. And we have our first technical timeout. NXLED up by 2.
Welcome back. You're watching the PVL All-Filipino Conference live here in the Phil Oil Arena. It's the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans versus the NXLED Chameleons. And as I said a while ago, the Flying Titans are beyond happy. They finally put a stop to their losing skid, and that's thanks to their young middle blocker, Lorraine Pecania. For Lorraine, it was only a matter of time till her efforts paid off, having to step up and fill in the shoes of her veteran teammates. Apart from team training, she did all the extra drills individually. Lorraine took care of the trust her coaches gave her and reciprocated that with grit in practice and belief in herself. Now she's determined to match that performance and even go beyond it. With the guidance of her coaches and the example set by the rest of the Flying Titans, their squad hopes to show consistency starting in this set. Mix and Lorraine.
Ganda rin ang kwento nito ni Lorraine Pecania, built from the draft for CHOCO MUCHO, the pride of Arellano, as they get another service ace. Speaking of aces, ito yung sinasabi rin ni Jules, no? Yung sistema ng CHOCO MUCHO, they will load up on their serves. Could be high risk, high reward, but when it pays off, it really pays off.
You mentioned NXLED is number 9
In receptions.
in reception. So you're right. They need to load up on their serves because you want to take advantage of that.
Nice dig by Des Cheng. CC, hand time, down the line. And now CHOCO MUCHO takes over.
That was a great exchange. But textbook volleyball for CHOCO MUCHO, which is what you want to see.
9-8 CHOCO MUCHO.
That was the second point in this game for CC Rondina. Jaya Atienza taking on her former team as well in NXLED. Para silang nag-trade ng middle blockers. A monstrous hit by Lian de Guzman.
You know, you love it that Lian de Guzman, amidst a strong composition, you know, she is one of the youngsters, but she's getting playing time.
Yes.
She starts, and because she's playing well for NXLED.
She's owning that opposite spiker role in this team. By the way, she joins EJ Carino and Brooke Van Sickle as the wing spikers right now of NXLED. And speaking of wing spikers, CC Rondina continues to score now with 3.
Oh, she is getting her way. We're seeing that the blockers.
No look.
She's, through the years, she's gotten creative because she knows the blockers are there, that really zoning in on her.
Yes. And he will take that. The evolution, the continuous evolution of CC Rondina, who got denied. Good coverage by Cheng. CC again. The cross put up by EJ, who now attacks and scores.
That should be good for EJ Carino. She doesn't start a whole lot, so when she comes off the bench, you like that.
What a dig though. Putong-puto para kay EJ Carino. Did it with a smile. Gave her confidence for that beautiful hit. 10-all. Just like how we expected.
Yeah.
Duki off of a full rotation, back in serving. Tolentino met at the net. And here's CC with a push. Oh! Medyo nalito ng onte si EJ Carino.
Yeah, miscue there for NXLED because it's gettable by both Brooke and EJ.
Broken play, causing a broken play on the other end.
That's hard when you see that slow-mo. You saw Brooke Van Sickle try to run a bit and stop.
Yes.
The motion actually is very confusing. Normally you'll say, go get it.
Now Choco Mucho builds a 2-point advantage off of that nice serve by CC Rondina. 6th best scorer in the league. That one inside again. And here's Lian. Denied. Tough coverage for Bang Pineda.
Well, everything working right now for Choco Mucho. For NXLED, you got to work on your first pass. You got to get some combination plays going.
Great timing by Des Cheng on that block. So second point.
We have to cross the net. We have to cross the net. So if we can't cross the net, we have to cover. That's a free ball. We have to. Okay, here we go, guys. They're serving on you, and it's short on your right. Ready now. Hey, if we don't score at the first attempt, there's our block and deep, and no problem. Here we go, guys. So.
First set of reminders in this game coming from Coach Ettore Guidetti as we take a look at Mars Alba and Ivy Laxina watching at the sideline. Later on, by the way, we'll also feature the Creamline Crew Smashers versus the Galleries Tower High Risers. Right now, it's Dina Wong's turn to shine as Choco Mucho takes on NXLED. They're up by 3.
Another good serve.
Oh, how about that? MJ Phillips with a hammer.
Well, that was a better pass for NXLED, and we know the Tolentino-Phillips connection. They're so familiar with each other.
Even Tam Ponce could not do so much about that. There's Juliana Tolentino, a young setter in this league, but she's been starting in all of the matches of NXLED. That's going to go in for Kat.
Yeah, it did touch some fingertips there, so it changed the trajectory of that ball.
5 points now for Kat Tolentino. Lorraine Pecaña will be serving. Ball up by Van Sickle. Slide action. Cross for MJ.
MJ Phillips has been carrying the load, the offensive load, of NXLED with 5.
It's her showdown so far versus Kat Tolentino.
Serving EJ Carino.
This is EJ Carino. 12-14 in set number 1. Cheng. Tolentino will bump it for Brooke. Haven't seen much of Brooke attacking in this game. Tolentino again. Saved by NXLED. This time it's Lian. Went off speed. Met at the net. Choco Mucho sends it to Des. Great denial. Great
good
coverage. Pineda pushing away her teammate. And here's Brooke Van Sickle. What a dig by Ponce. Back row, CC. Longest rally alert. Brooke Van Sickle. That's gonna drop.
Into the block. Brooke
That's how to end the
Vansickle.
long rally. Just play it smart, brush it off the blockers' hands.
How about that save by Tang Ponce? After that, she also had another nice dig. Sayang lang because they did not get the point.
But did you see in that slow-mo, Brooke Vansickle waited for Atienza to... There was a delay.
Mhm.
Kind of on her way down, then she brushed it through the hands.
That's an MVP type of move. Off the denial, Des Cheng will give up a free ball. Juliana goes to the open. Oh!
Top ball, Brooke
Another effort
Vansickle.
that will not pay off for Tang Ponce. Nobody got the second ball.
Now they kind of froze there, thinking this person will get it, and then
14-all.
nobody did. I mean, it put the effort of Tang Ponce to waste. They're gonna hear it from Tang Ponce. Hindi mahirap to.
Oo
ah.
naman.
Ay,
Hindi madali to.
Hindi madali ito.
Tang Ponce though, she's been putting in the numbers. Digging-wise, as they get the point out of that
Point goes
magical
to
sequence.
Mucho.
We gotta see the replay on that one.
Scrappy plays from both these teams. And that was Dina Wong.
Wow. So the first point of Dina Wong has been registered.
Serving is
They're up
Kat
15-14. This is Kat Tolentino. And they send us to the technical timeout. Vansickle down the line. Nice save by Cici. Here's Des. Cross.
Oh, good dig.
Pineda with a dig. Vansickle again. Covered herself. Oh! Another miscue.
Discrimination, CHOCO Mucho.
Yeah, that's gonna get the coaches infuriated, really.
Right on cue, Noreen. You saw the face of Coach
Yeah.
Dante.
Tied at 15 with MJ Phillips serving.
Yes, it is an unusual number of miscues so far in this matchup. That could have been another one. It's a service ace for MJ Phillips, and NXLED will lead us to the second technical timeout.
CHOCO Mucho.
It is 16-15, MJ Phillips leading the way in scoring for NXLED with 6 big ones. After her, it is her best friend in Brooke Vansickle with 3. Linda Guzman has 2. Nagpapalitan po tayo ng kalamangan so far in this game.
Still serving MJ
Yeah, so
Phillips.
far it's been a good game. However, you want to see less of those miscues from both these teams.
Both teams have experienced a 3-point advantage already. Oh, another nice dig by Tang Ponce. Here's Des Cheng. Did she get a touch? Yes, she did. Finally, it pays off for Tang.
Des Cheng has been actually playing well this conference, which is good, you know. Again, cannot be just CC Rondina.
Oh, especially when Laure went down.
Yeah.
Des Cheng had to step up. And in the previous game, she did score in double figures, much like how she performed versus Capital One with a double-double. And now she's up to 4 points with 2 service aces.
I'm sure they had a lot of serves in their practice. As probably their first.
17-16. Sobra na.
Yeah.
Again, as Jules mentioned in the pregame, high risk, high reward. why not test the reception of NXLED as you get to see A. Laure at the bench of CHOCO MUCHO?
Well, you know, if you're going up against a team that's number 9, you want to challenge that. Really, you want to take advantage. And so far, it's been working.
Point belonging to NXLED here. Reaching beyond the net is the call against Jaya Atienza.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to challenge that because you did see the ball was in the airspace of NXLED.
So now NXLED takes the lead. Bawi naman si Jaya Atienza.
She came from NXLED.
Yes,
right?
she did. And as I mentioned, Duki came from CHOCO. So parang nga silang nag-trade ng middle blockers. Yun ang maganda sa mga storylines natin. Taking on your former team could have more motivation.
Yeah, and moving teams but getting playing time.
Oh, yes. Nice block, Lorraine Picanya, celebrating accordingly.
Seesaw battle here.
That's the first point of Pecanya in this game. She's reached double figures in 3 of their 5 matchups before this. Tolentino back to the open. Oh, what a monster block by Lorraine Pecanya.
Covering the cross. So far, CHOCO MUCHO's got the number of Brooke Van Sickle here in the first set.
That's why she's the 8th best blocker in the entire Premier Volleyball League. That one's so clean against Brooke Van Sickle.
Here we go. Guys, once again, we have to cross the net. Hey, we have to cross the net. Go over, we wait with our blocking defense. They scored a break point on 38 points. 1 break point. Ball other side. Here we go. Oh!
2-point advantage for CHOCO MUCHO, but then again, we have seen 10 deadlocks and 5 lead changes here in set number 1.
Well, it's not without faults. I mean, both teams have been committing some errors. We did say some miscommunication, you know, so that's why it's been close. No team has been able to control the pace of this game. So it's a matter of which team can play at a more consistent level.
Yes. And now, in the clutch,
Yeah, in the clutch.
of set number 1. Not the best of passes from EJ. Here's Brooke. The dig by Jaya Atienza. Rondina goes cross, and it's in.
From great dig to that. I mean, you should be happy for CHOCO MUCHO.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, ang pasalubong ng bayan. As you mentioned, it started with the defense of their middle blocker. That's what you'd like to feel if you're serving. Diba? Middle blocker ka, you know you'll be tested at the back. You were able to display your floor defense. Tight for Brooke, but no save for CHOCO MUCHO.
Yeah. I mean, the set was too near the net, but the talent of Brooke Van Sickle she just displayed that I will make do with whatever's given to me.
It's talent and it's the reads of Brooke that have paid off so far in this matchup. She now has 4 points, all from attacks, 19-21. Ooh, this reception. Here's the push by CC. Book from the back. Rondina. Bang! Another point for CC Rondina.
You know, you're actually surprised that the blockers are a bit loose on CC Rondina. They haven't zeroed in. So she's been having a field day so far here in the first set.
6 points for CC, overtaking Kat Tolentino as the leading scorer of the Titans. Escamillan, a lot of power there. CC will send it through. This is practically a chance. Duki goes back to Escamillan. And the cross works. Zone 1 for Jonah.
Coming off the bench, and that wasn't the perfect set, but you know Jonah Sabete, as she's been known, she plays with a lot of heart ever since she entered the PVL, and she'll just make do.
That's a starter caliber player here in the PVL, and Jonah Sabete Escamillan. CC down the line. Did she do another no look?
Down the line.
We're gonna see a lot more of that.
Here's the replay. I think she did.
Yeah.
Serving CC Rontina.
7 points for CC. Now with an ace.
CC Rontina.
Really, the serve. You did mention this makes it the pregame is the serving of Choco Mucho. That's going to be key, and in the first set, it has been.
10 point serving for the set. CC Rontina.
4 set points for Choco Mucho. Tolentino goes to the middle. Phillips gets it through, but still saved. No, apparently not.
To the block and take Phillips.
Double touch. Tumama sa balikat. Bago sa wrist ni Kat Tolentino.
Yeah, but they've got to forget about that. They've been playing well towards the end this stretch to 24. And you want to end it right now. NXLED, you're still in it.
They need 3 straight services from Jonah Escamillan.
A couple of stops.
There's the first one. Can they pull off 2 more? We have a timeout first for Coach Dante Alinsunuring.
Pasa lang. Mag-focus tayo sa pasa. Ha? Naintindihan nyo? Guys. Nagdi-read. Magto tayo, ha? Nagdi-read to. Sigurado. Labasan niya, labasan dito tayo. Ha? Hey, ha? Pag maganda, ha? Magto tayo. Kahit paano. Dito. Papuntahin mo nito. Para... Nasa likod ako. Okay? Okay, sige.
22-24. It's going to start with the passing of the Flying Titans. Dina Wong and company will take on the serve of Jonas Abete Escamillan.
I love it, like during the huddle, the coaches obviously not showing what their plays is.
Of course.
Dito,
Ito na yan. 2 set points for Choco Mucho. Ooh, shot pass. Very uncharacteristic of Tang Ponce, but Sabete Escamillan keeps NXLED alive. They're 1 point away from making this an extended set 1.
That is grace under pressure. Right? Those are great tough serves facing set point.
At least 1 more for Jonah. Another shank pass. This is a chance ball. Juliana, can she capitalize? Sending it to the slide, and it works! We have an extended set number 1.
What a comeback here for NXLED.
It is a 4-0 run in the clutch for the Chameleons. 24 all is the tally.
Okay, erase na tayo. Kailan natin makapasa lang muna tayo, ha? Okay? Sige. Mindset tayo, mindset. Ikaw lang magdadala dyan, ha? Let's go.
Let's go! Choco Mucho! Titan break!
So this will be the 3rd time in the conference that Choco Mucho will be experiencing an extended set. That also applies to NXLED. Their 3rd time going through an extended set. Which one can pull off a victory here?
Yeah, but you have to give credit to Jonas Abete Escamillan. Really, the serves, consistent and tough.
Maya Laure now inserted in the clutch by Coach Dante Alinsunuring. There's EJ Carino. Nice face-off between 2 former UST stars. Laure sends that long, medyo malamig pa.
You don't envy her position. Everyone's expecting her to get a point, but you're right. She's coming off the bench.
Sabete can actually finish off this set still at the service line.
Quick serve.
Tolentino. Good save by Juliana. Great denial. Lorraine Pecaña.
That's a huge stop by Pecaña there, stopping actually the run of NXLED.
It was a 5-0 run before this one. And Pecaña, all 3 of her points have come from blocks. Now we're tied 25 all. Man Mendres also inserted in the clutch. Service safely in.
Good pass.
Slide. One more. MJ. No drop. Good read by Kat. And here's Aya. Oh, the ball went back. And it's dropped by Kat Tolentino.
That was smart. That was smart. Really, in these situations, you need that element of surprise.
Yes. Oh, we do have this challenge. Reaching beyond the net. Was Kat too eager on that one? Or was it a smart play? It did make all the sense in the world, though, for her to do that.
Yeah. What a first set. What a first set.
Just as we expected.
Yeah, because the stakes are high. You know, moving forward, you need your win.
Yeah, that was really clean.
That was far.
Yeah, you don't see the hand anywhere. Practically a timeout there for Coach Ettore Guidetti. So, it's set point for Man Mendres and the Flying Titans. Maddie Madayag enjoying the action.
Nursing a knee injury.
Get well soon. DJ. Great coverage. Just had to save that one. Chance ball of the ages. Dina chooses the open. Aya with the finisher.
Boy, coming off the bench and making a huge impact for CHOCO MUCHO.
Well, if you need somebody to deliver in the biggest moment of them all, why not call upon the number of our very own Aya Laure, fresh off of her long stint with the Las Filipinas, delivering in the clutch and giving set number 1 to the Flying Titans. We had an extended set 1 beauty for us in this matchup between CHOCO MUCHO and NXLED. It was 27-25 after we saw an endless amount of deadlocks, 12 to be exact, and also 7 lead changes. Ultimately, at the end, even though Jonas Sabete Escamillan was able to pull off multiple great serves, keeping NXLED alive, well, we saw that nice block by Lorraine Pecania, and then there was a Kat Tolentino drop. Ultimately ended with that super spike by Aya Laure.
Well, it went 27-25, and rightfully so, because it had a bit of everything, a bit of drama, a bit of errors, but one team had to prevail. Let's look at some numbers. The blocking, you did mention 4-0. That's huge for CHOCO MUCHO because that's 4 stops for you. Pecania with those key stops towards the end. Aces, you talked about them taking advantage of the NXLED being 9. No? But the errors, okay, we talked about the errors atop the coverage. They're still doing that, so you want to correct that. For NXLED, you need to work on your first pass, really, because everything else is there. You know, you have your offense, MJ Phillips playing well. You just need to give better passes to whoever setter, may it be Tolentino or Cheng, it doesn't matter. You just have to give better passes. So, you know, you can actually try to distribute the ball a lot better. You know, your options are wider.
When it comes to the errors, though, of Choco Mucho, if we would just focus on service errors, they only had one. And they had 4 aces. So that's a good ratio
Yeah.
when it comes to the high-risk, high-reward system for Coach Dante Linsunurin. Maganda nakita natin, 2 errors lang itong NXLED on the other end. But they're gonna have to neutralize Choco Mucho in those 2 departments of blocking and aces. We begin set number 2 as we thank you for joining us. This is Mix Gomez at your service alongside Naringo and Jules Israel. It is Jonas Abete Escamillan who gets the first attack point of this set.
For next set, I like it that coach is opting to use this 6 because this is the one that looks like they're more composed. No? They may have lost that first set, but you want to see them play together longer.
Certainly a good opportunity for Jonah to keep on going. Also for EJ Carino. Jonah, even though she was very efficient with her serves in set number 1, the latter part of it, she just gave us her first service error. An ace on the other end for CC Rondina.
Yeah, the ball just dropped at the attack line, and you can see Brooke Van Sickle talking to their teammates. Look how far she is now. And look at the slow-mo. Look how she had to run and chase that. It's got to be a team effort.
Carino down the line. The save by CC. The chase by Dina. And a chance ball given up by Des. Tolentino goes back to MJ. Nice dig. Still no point. Carino scoring off the block.
That's a smart hit. You have 2 tall blockers in front of you, Tolentino and Pecania. She just targeted the outer hand.
There you go.
Yeah, that's smart. I mean, use your head. Why try to try to attack those 2 long arms, 2 sets?
You don't have to go through the wall. You can go around the wall.
Yeah.
Off the good chance. What a save by Escamillan. Chance ball again. Pecania. Wong. Tolentino. Attack point for Cat.
Yeah, but mention Escamillano because she had to chase that. Look at this one. Told you, it's always the effort she puts into it. Into anything for that matter.
Good for Cat Tolentino and company to pull off that attack point. Tolentino's up to 7 now. There's Lorraine Pecania with 3 block points to her name. Service error though. But now we have time to go back to Jules Israel.
Mix and Noreen for the next set Pavilions, their back-to-back losses are a mere hurdle compared to the shared legacy and experience that this team has played and proven. And as one of their leaders and veteran scorers, Myla Pablo admits that they're still working on their communication, which explains some of the miscues among the team in that last set. In training, it's a different story because during practice, their bond and connection is strong. In Myla's words, what they need to show now is how this translates to in-game resilience and execution. Playing their strengths, showing their skills, that's not the challenge. It's in putting the pieces together that will bring back their true colors. Let's see if they make a comeback in this set. Migs and Noreen.
Thank you so much, Jules. Yes, they have to play together, especially against a core that has been together for quite some time now. Nice rally ongoing. Oh!
I was gonna say, as Jules was reporting, that was a great exchange.
Medyo nakapanghinayang lang yung naging ending ng rally na yon.
Miscue.
Oo.
We saw a couple of that from both sides in the first set.
There's the deep bench as well of Choco Mucho at the back of Cat Tolentino. 4-3 here in set 2. Van Sickle. Wow, what a dig by Thang Ponce. And here's Des Cheng. Put up by Carino. Tolentino goes back to Brooke. Down the line this time. And it went outside.
Boy, you have to give credit to the defense of Choco Mucho. They've been digging very well today.
Thang Ponce, I really have to mention it. She has tallied more than 20 digs in each of their last 4 games. She's been that great.
Oh, good pass.
Chance ball. Push to the open. Brooke, again, outsmarting the defense of CHOCO MUCHO.
That's the way to go, you know. You have to play it smart. You know the defense of CHOCO MUCHO is working, so try to change things up. It doesn't have to be strong all the time, right? Because both blocking and floor defense working. So for NXLED, find a way, get creative, find a way to score a point.
More than half of Van Sickle's points have actually come from yung mga lagay-lagay na yan. That's gonna be an ace for Juliana.
Why, they've been targeting CC Rondina.
Nice float as well on that serve.
5-all.
5-all. This time it's Descheng on the first ball. D-ball. And that's in for Kat.
You know, this rotation is good for CHOCO MUCHO because everyone's a threat. You have Kat and CC at the back. They're threats from the back. No blockers there for you.
Serving 5 at the service area.
Valentina's now 2 points away from reaching double figures. Capitana Desiree Cheng now at the service line. She's already had 2 aces in this game. There's the bump for Van Sickle.
That's
Very
a
sharp.
good one.
Van Sickle down the line.
Yeah, you know this player has a lot of confidence, but you know she's been struggling so far this match. That should boost her confidence
Tied at 6, serving
and
for
get her
NXLED,
going.
Brooke Van Sickle.
6 points now for Brooke. And it's 6-all here in set 2. Ball up by Ponce. Tight for CC. Easily rejected. Good coverage by Thang. One more. Blocked again, but it's still saved by Dina. Ponce just all over the court. Another save.
Great rally.
EJ. Thang Ponce again. Back row for Cheng. Miss hit.
But that was, again, defense working.
I feel for Thang Ponce, man.
A great read there by Jonah.
She is everywhere. Ayan siya ulit. 7-6. Chance ball. Combination for the first time. It's gonna go wide, but it seems like NXLED saw a ball touch.
It seemed like,
The challenge by NXLED was denied.
Okay, so the challenge will not push through. Okay, so we move on, guys. Jaya Tienza is about to serve.
7 serving China Tienza.
It is 7-all. That's long.
Serve out.
And that will lead us to our first technical timeout in set number 2.
7 for CHOCO MUCHO.
Back inside the Phil Oil Center in the city of San Juan for NXLED versus CHOCO MUCHO. 2 teams at the middle part of our standings in the PVL All-Filipino Conference. Again, seeds 4 through 9 are separated by just 1 game. So it's going to be a chaotic last part of the conference which is, of course, to us, very entertaining. We will gladly take it.
You got the explanation, right? Did you get it?
Yes, so NXLED wanted to challenge the last touch happened on the floor. Kaya last touch yung card na inangat nila. Oh my gosh. That was a cherry bomb from CC Rondina. So apparently hindi na pwedeng ma-challenge yun.
Okay.
Mahirap din hanapin yun sa mga cameras natin. Normally, what you challenge is the block touch.
Block touch, that's true.
This is MJ Phillips. Good denial. EJ tried to go down the line. Did not hit the hand.
Again, defense working for CHOCO MUCHO for NXLED. I really feel they need to improve on their passing. We haven't seen some combos.
Just like that. That
Yeah.
wasn't the best of passes. It was a tough hit by Escamilla, but it still worked. Such a luxury to have a Jonas Abete Escamillan who can just fold their body like that and execute a tough hit.
Picanya got a hand at that, and then it totally went haywire.
9-all. Ooh, another service error by Jonah. Just the complete opposite of what we saw at the latter part of set 1.
She thrives on the pressure, sir.
Pang-clutch
Walang
lang
pressure,
eh.
ayaw niya. Net na lang.
Serving CC Rondina.
CC Rondina, 2 aces, 10 points. Regalo na dapat yon. No point for CHOCO MUCHO. That's a running hit for Jonah. And here's Kat. Dug up easily by Brooke. EJ. Yes.
EJ Carino.
Yeah, EJ making up for that previous hitting error.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan, ang pasalubong ng bayan.
Finding that gap, that seam actually between the blockers.
Second point for EJ Carino in this matchup. A while ago, we saw her sister, Ea Laure, inserted in the clutch of set 1. That's going to go long. That's the third service error of NXLED in this set alone.
11 serving 10. And the service
Aria
area.
Marin Pecanya.
But it is a close second set.
Much like set number 1. Ooh, another error. Service error number 3 for CHOCO MUCHO in this set.
Well, both teams trading
For time
service
11,
errors.
serving MJ Phillips.
11-all, MJ's turn.
That's a better one.
Safely in. No point for Jaya Atienza. D-ball for Jonah. Ponce with another dig. Here's Cheng. Cross court, dug up by MJ Phillips. Here's Brooke. Oh, great coverage by MJ. And a chance ball. Dina choosing the middle. Nice return for Tuki Ogunsanya.
That's a great read. She's stuck with Atienza and totally shut the door.
Yep. Well, the set was a bit low, right, for Atienza.
Like that's the swag of Ogunsanya.
Yun nga lang, natamaan yung buhok niya. She was ramping back. This is a chance for CHOCO MUCHO. They send it to Cheng. Down the line, and yes, that went into zone 1.
The line.
Oh, that looked really good for Des Cheng. I think they're getting energy from CC Rondina here
Time 12
in
with
this match.
Catalentino serving.
Now CC, yes, has been very animated and well active both offensively and defensively. There you go. Good defense again by CC. Cheng denied. Coverage by Dina. The bump for Des. Carino right there for it. We've seen good rallies in this game. Brooke Van Sickle. Dug up by Ponce. Battle at the net. It's won by Duki.
Turkey Agunsanya.
Well, it was very near the net, and we saw Dina Wong trying to set it over. But again, good read by Ogunsanya.
Another celebration there for Duki. Got a start in this game. Only her second start in the conference. Now she has 3 points to show for. That's a drop. Almost worked. Good save by NXLED. Atienza this time with more power.
Boy, the last few exchanges, they've been going to Atienza, and finally she gets a strong kill.
That's her first attack point in this set. Or her first point in this set overall. 13 all. Si Maddie hindi nagsasawang kumaway sa camera.
Sanay.
Rondina using her left hand, put up by the other MVP. Back row, EJ. Ponce, bump, CC.
Oh, good cover.
Rally continues. Pineda goes left. Down the line for Brooke, and it's in.
Boy, you know, she made it look easy, but that's not easy. The precision in dodging the blockers. Look at that. And corner pocket.
14-13, walang lumalayo. The biggest lead that we have seen in this set is 2 points.
At the service area, Brooke Van Sickle.
Here's Brooke Van Sickle. The reigning two-time All-Filipino most valuable player. Sharp serve. Atienza again, put up by Jules Tolentino. And here's Jonah. The cross, great follow through by Escamillan.
And now the offense of NXLED is so much better, smoother. You know, that stem from Carino, right? Carino hitting, then you have Van. Everyone's contributing. That's what you want to see from NXLED.
15-13. CC. Oh, no more recovery off the rebound there for EJ Carino.
Boy, Coach Ettore
Yes.
is furious.
14-13,
He felt it was gettable, but you know the momentum of Bang Pineda, she's going forward.
15-14. Nice dig by Descheng. Rondina. Was there a touch at the net? Yes, there was a block touch.
It's a close one here in the second.
Deadlock again.
Yeah, the left hand of Ogunsanya.
This is deadlock number 13. And we're only at 15 all. We only had 12 deadlocks in a close set number 1 a while ago. And now it's a service error by Jaya Atienza to send us to the second technical timeout.
Second technical timeout, 16 for NXLED, 15 for CHOCO MUCHO.
It is 16-15 in set number 2. It's still very tight. So in this game, i-total na natin.
Okay, game.
For the 2 sets that we have witnessed, we have seen a total of 26 deadlocks and 11 lead changes.
Yeah, you know, so far mixed, at least in the first 2 sets, you see they're evenly matched. Both teams are not without errors, you know, they're adjusting. But CHOCO MUCHO able to hang on lang in the first set. In the second set, like you said, it's anyone's set still.
Oh, 1-2. Almost worked for Dina. That goes to the other side. Still no point for CC Rondina. And off the chance ball. Back to CC. Just slammed that one home. Unfortunately, it went outside. Rondina wants a check ball. I thought there was.
You think?
Kasi parang bumagal yung bola eh. But again, the machines would know better.
And it seemed like Rondina was so sure there was a check ball. But for NXLED, no admission of guilt.
Ayun, meron. It's the pinky.
Challenge is successful. CHOCO MUCHO gets the point.
I mean, it was a full swing by CC.
Tied at 16.
Usually kapag full swing, baon na baon yan eh. Bumagal ng onte eh.
And so far, she's been putting it away when she goes down the line.
16 all. MJ quite low. EJ attacks. Mababa rin. But 4 touches will be called. The first referee has been strict with these shoulder touches.
He's been counting.
Oh. Tight. Kabila naman.
Too low.
CC Rondina. Another point. She's up to 13 now.
Cross-court shot.
Boy, she's always been confident. But in today's game, she's just swinging away. So far, the blockers haven't really clamped down on her. That's one thing NXLED needs to do. Their blocking needs to work. 0 blocks in the first set.
By the way, Janelle Cheng is now in the game. Well, she does have a lot of chemistry with a lot of these attackers of NXLED. Jonas Abete Escamillan, one of them. Ito yung Petrogas score na tinutukoy natin.
Pretty much, huh?
Diba? Ang wala lang dyan si EJ. EJ Carino lang. Everybody else from the Angels. The champion team of the Angels. Now it's CC Rondina. She's flying like an angel in this game.
Yeah. I mean, scoring at will. But look at that. The defense of Des Cheng.
15 points now for CC Rondina. 7 coming in this set 2. Aya Laure is back in. Good to see the sisters also taking on each other. EJ versus Aya. Janelle versus Des.
Yeah.
Here's Aya. Oh, over. And an easy drop for Pecanya.
Yeah, that was, again, wasted opportunity for NXLED.
That's too easy for Lorraine. Now it's a 3-point advantage, which would be the biggest in this set.
A little bit of calm. Here we go. Let's go, guys. Every single time. Looks like we are struggling 10,000 times. We are playing good. It's a free ball. Give the free ball off. We play volleyball. Here we go. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Remember in set number 1, we saw NXLED pull off a comeback. Can they do it again? EJ Carino getting a lot more minutes in this game, taking on her sister, Aya Laure, who has been subbed in the clutch moments. There's Janelle Cheng, first appearance in this matchup, taking on also her sister in Desiree Cheng, who got another start, her 3rd start in the conference.
Well, you know, because Des Cheng, Janelle Cheng has a lot of experience. So that's what coach wants her to bring here and try to get them back in this set.
18 serving 20. EJ Carino.
Serving for the Chameleons.
Ooh, shank pass by Ponce. That's out for Aya Laure.
Ball out.
Well, lead down to 1.
Just like that. So the timeout has been worth it for Coach Ettore, but we have a challenge. Ball in, ball out.
I saw Dina Wong signaling to Coach Dante, really do not challenge.
Might as well use this time to regroup if you're CHOCO MUCHO. Don't want to give up another deadlock. seen 15 deadlocks already in this game. That's way out.
The challenge is unsuccessful. Next set gets the point. CHOCO MUCHO has one more
So it is
challenge
19 serving 20 in set number 2. Coach Jesse talking to Coach Dante about the challenges and timeouts. At this point kasi magagamit mo ng timeout ang challenge mo.
We have a game here, just one.
Oh, nice dig by EJ. Janelle goes to Brooke. Then try to outsmart the defense of CHOCO. Off speed for CC. Phillips denied by Pecaña. That's block number 4 for Lorraine.
Well, you know for sure Coach Dante has instructed Pecaña to have one job. You got to guard MJ Phillips.
Yes.
And so far, she's been doing well.
For the 4th time in this conference, Lorraine Pecaña has tallied at least 4 blocks. 21-19. Ooh, man, Mendres after being inserted with a service error. That's gotta hurt.
In a very close set, everything will matter.
20 serving 21, serving MJ Phillips.
Chance to tie again if you're the Chameleons. Ball up by CC. Backs it on to Kat. Nobody there to save it on the floor.
That's a great set by Wong going to the opposite.
Subdivision for CHOCO MUCHO.
Again, no, the biggest struggle of NXLED here is net defense. I mean, they're blocking really. They need to find or get some stops at the net.
So far, it's only Duki Ogunsanya who has tallied blocks in this game for them. Alina Bicar, after being inserted, just gave us a service ace. Nice serve. What a float by Alina. 3-point advantage for the Flying Titans.
Now we think about our side out. Remember, during the game, there is 2 spikers, 1 in 4, 1 in 2. If it's Rondina, we can overload. But if it's a Yalaure, we cannot overload. We have to wait and then go in double drop. Here we go. Oh.
NXLED again with their backs against the wall. Down by 3 in set number 2. In set number 1, they were down 24-20. And they were able to extend that set, even though they lost it.
Well, yeah, they have to remind themselves of that. They can actually, they have the capability.
Brooke Van Sickle.
Well, Brooke Van Sickle, it's a good thing that she's in front right now.
Yeah. Much needed. She needs to take over here.
Full front line. This is the best part of the rotation for Coach Ettore Guidetti, with Janelle Cheng serving. She has Escamillan, Ogunsanya, and Van Sickle in front. That's Viray. Denied. Aya's turn. Denied again. There's the net defense that you've been looking for.
Yeah, they need that. They need to at least intimidate the attackers of CHOCO MUCHO.
So that's Jonah Escamillan, the second player to tally a block point in this game for NXLED.
Yeah, trying to do a bit of everything for NXLED.
Short serve, almost an ace for Janelle. DJ to the open. Brooke, put up by the other MVP, CC Rondina. Aya, oh, tough dig and no more save.
Good effort though, that was a tough hit by Laure. Good effort. On floor defense by Temperatura.
Almost, but not quite. She got it up. I mean, Escamillan was chasing for it. Just lost space, almost collided with the second referee. 2 set points for CHOCO MUCHO.
Targeting her sister there.
Escamillan.
Oh, good save.
Chance ball. DJ, which option? Back to Jonah. And that's a point for Jonah Escamillan.
That's a great set. Smart set by Cheng because you know Escamillan, again, we mentioned how she gives everything, trying to do a bit of everything for NXLED. She's gonna get that point.
Challenging the defense of Jai Atienza. Lead down to 1.
Yeah. Ay, pasok ka mo dito. Dito tayo sa kabila. Okay lang din dyan, ha? Okay tayo, ha? Let's go.
In set number 1, we had the score of 27-25 in favor of CHOCO MUCHO. Now, NXLED is another point away from giving us yet another extended set.
Well, what is important for NXLED, you gotta serve tough. Who's serving?
Is it Brooke?
Yeah, it looks like it's Brooke. But still, a full front row for NXLED.
They have EJ in front, and Brooke Van Sickle is definitely an option from the back. Bit tight off the reception. Rondina saved by EJ. Alina bumps it up for CC. Nice block! And we have an extended set number 2.
Well, they did remember what happened in the first set. Let's see if NXLED can actually change the outcome because it is 24-all.
How about the net defense coming alive at the perfect time?
Who blocked it?
Jonah Escamillan.
I told you, doing a little bit of everything for NXLED. What a game so far she's been having.
She definitely has been the X factor.
Right? At the first set, serve. Here, block and attack. Right? Really, again, you love her attitude as a player.
24-all. Overpass. Oh! Could have been an easy set
good
through.
save.
Oh! What a chaotic point! It's won by the Chameleons.
When we talk about experience, that's what Cheng has, right? You know, her reaction time.
First of all, that was a nice serve. Duki, great denial by Atienza. And then, reaction time, just took a chance, caught Aya off guard, straight on to this set point. 25-24, not the best of passes for CHOCO MUCHO. It's Rondina, put up by Brooke, back set. Nice block! We're not yet done.
CHOCO MUCHO.
Well, you know, I thought that was a great set, but CHOCO MUCHO had another thing in mind and a great stop.
CC and Atienza. Ooh. That was quite dangerous there. The left foot of Rondina. Good thing they got the point at 25-all now. Right pin action. That goes wide. Escamillan wants a touch. They will challenge it.
There's a block touch.
And what a big time challenge this is.
I'm looking at Rondina if she's going to admit to that. Boy, what a second set. I mean, we love the endings of all these sets. None.
Malinis.
Yeah.
Set point for CHOCO MUCHO. 7 lead changes. 17 deadlocks. 26-25. Chayla Atienza.
It is deja vu.
Ooh, way short. 26-all.
Okay, so the effect of that challenge is like a timeout, right?
Yes, yes. That's why you count your timeouts and challenges by the end.
And you use them wisely if you can.
Duki, her turn. First ball, Aya, overpass. No easy drop for NXLED. It's CC Rondina. Yes, ma'am.
Boy, Rondina has been in an absolute tear here. You know, It's not easy to go up against MJ Phillips, but she is just unfazed by whoever is guarding her.
17 points for CC. Set point, Choco Mucho. Escamillan. Saved by Ea. Condina sends it through. This is a chance ball. Janelle. Back to Jonah. Denied. Good coverage by Bang.
Chance.
It's EJ.
Oh!
Oh, no more chase. It is a block point for Choco Mucho to end set number 2.
Well, similar to the first set, it was the defense of Choco Mucho that worked for them at least at the tail end of set number 2.
There's the wall of Tolentino and Lorraine Pecaña. So hard to penetrate. Tolentino will get the point, and she reaches double figures for the second time in the All-Filipino Conference. We have been blessed today with such a wonderful ball game. 27-25, 28-26, Choco Mucho up 2 sets to none. Even though we saw a big difference in terms of how Choco Mucho executed in set number 2, they were still able to pull off big stops, great attacks by the end.
Yeah, pretty similar actually. Storyline in the first set, second set, it was close. One team will lead by maximum, I think 3, right? But it was towards the end where it gets exciting and interesting. And I feel really in the first 2 sets, the defense of Choco Mucho just proved its worth. The net defense, the blocks were key, were critical to actually claim the set. And let's look at the numbers in terms of attacks. Choco Mucho, what do you like from next set? We did ask that of them. Their net defense, they had 4 blocks, 0 in the first set. Errors piled up for NXLED as well. So it's a close one. I feel NXLED just needs to shake off, you know, whatever demons they have behind them in the first 2 sets.
By the way, out of the 9 total errors of Choco Mucho, 7 of those came from the service line. By the way, this is Mick Gomez at your service, by the way, with Naringo and Jules Israel. Jules, kanina pa natin pinag-uusapan yung mga service errors na yan, the high-risk, high-reward type of system for Coach Dante when it comes to their serves.
You know, Mix and Irene, when I spoke with Coach Dante kanina, he told me, sabi ko, Coach, are these errors justifiable? And he confidently said, Yes. So, kahit error man yan, in system pa rin when it comes to Choco Mucho. And a while ago, he spent that huddle talking to CC Rondina. We know that she's a target, and therefore Coach Dante is telling her to also up her defense game. So that is what's happening on the Choco Mucho side, and it seems like it's been working for them. 2 straight sets, they've been winning, and yeah, it's a lot. We'll see if they can continue and take this game. Yeah.
Jules, on the other end for NXLED, Noreen has been noticing a lot, especially when it comes to their net defense. She's been wanting the net defense to be improved for the Chameleons. Nakita natin maganda pinakita ni Jonah Escamillan kanina. But what else can you tell us about the defense for Coach Ettore Guidetti?
That's for sure. The NXLED Chameleons know that they have a tendency to be rattled. That's why they lost their last 2 games. And, Jonah and Myla Pablo told me a while ago, they really need to be composed and work on that defense. Coach Ettore told them that they have some zones na nakakalimutan. I think we saw that. And they have specific attackers to guard against Choco. So they have specific details, and they were able to come back naman in that first set, not in that second. So we'll see if they're able to turn things around in this third one.
Yeah. For NXLED, I feel they have the ingredients, the material, but the familiarity really is going to be key mix because they were just formed late, to start the conference. So it's going to be a struggle, but everyone, even the fans of NXLED, I'm sure they're confident that slowly but surely that comfortability, that familiarity will come.
Well, the first point belongs to Choco Mucho here in set number 3. Comfortability, familiarity now. We're going to have to see that from the likes of Chiara Permentilla, the captain of NXLED in the previous conference. They also just reinserted Lian de Guzman, who started in this game. Will this switch up pay off for the Chameleons?
Yeah, but when you look at the bench of NXLED, a lot of people you can tap with experience, like Abby Maranyo.
Yeah, we have yet to see her.
Myla Pablo,
who started. Did she start in this game?
No,
yes, she did. But also subbed out immediately.
Yeah, well,
EJ Carino.
Yeah, EJ Carino. But yeah, I mean, that it is what it is. In this level of play, you really need to find what's right, which 6 is good, make the changes.
Here's Permentilla. That's outside for Chiara. 2 games ago, sorry, Noreen.
Go.
2 games ago, Chiara did tally 16 points versus Gallery. So let's see if she can channel in her form from that game once again.
Yeah, but she's been a mainstay for NXLED. So in terms of laying the foundation for the new players, she's one of them.
Oh yes, siya yung naging bridge.
Yeah, diba? But for me, for Choco Mucho, the biggest challenge right now, although they're starting out really strong, is when they finish this in 3. Play at a consistent level. That's the biggest challenge for them.
Choco Mucho has only had 1 3-set match in this conference. That was their very first game versus Akari. This is a team just snapped its 3-game losing skid. They do have momentum. Right now they continue with it 5-1. On the other end for NXLED, after starting off the conference with 3 victories, they're in danger of having a 3-game losing streak.
But again, when you look at the composition of all the teams, even the teams that were not successful in previous conferences, it's different then because you have player movements, so you can never count other teams out.
Now it's an ace. Lorraine Pecaña having a field day with 7 points, 5 of those coming from blocks. Now it's 6-1. This is the biggest lead already in this matchup.
Help each other. She's always serving. Or in 6-1 short because she got 0 technique, or she's serving on your shoulder and the ball is out. Out. Ready for the short. Talk. Guys, talk. That's all. That's on us, on us, on us. They are serving like this. Here we go. Oh.
In the first 2 sets, the biggest lead that we saw was 4. Now it's already 6-1
Serving Lorraine Pecaña.
with Lorraine Pecaña continuing to serve.
Yeah, for NXLED, you gotta dig deep, really. You don't want to be waving the white flag early on. You can still force a 4th set, but you gotta fight.
There you go. There's the fight from Chiara Permentilla.
Cross court.
Able to find zone number 5.
You have to realize also, no, that of course defense will focus on more on MJ Phillips, so that pretty much opens for Mentilla and the Guzman. So yeah, maybe you want to go to the wings.
Nice pass by Cici. Back set to Kat. Save by Lian. No drop for Descheng. Ooh, we have a challenge mid-play. Net fault. May umamin ba? Ayan, meron na. Umamin si Desiree Cheng. Buti nahuli ng NXLED yun.
And she goes to Rondina, sorry. That's a comic relief right there.
The good thing is they do have some insurance here, up by 3. Tolentino is towering over the blockers.
Well, Tolentino has been a great support role for Rondina.
The spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Salubong ng Bayan. What a luxury to have her as the supporting role.
And healthy, that's most important about Kat Tolentino.
Phillips gets one back. But it's been quite a while. We didn't actually see a single point from MJ in set number 2.
Can you imagine if she had? They lost by a very close margin, just 2 points. And 0 points from Phillips.
Yes. Phillips has a total of 9. Not the best of passes there. And here's Descheng. Denied easily. Oh! Still
Pinball.
saved by Rondina. Slide action. Wong to the open. Descheng covered herself. The push by Jai. And that's going to be a point for CHOCO MUCHO. But Janelle Cheng shaken up here.
Well, there was a collision between MJ Phillips and Cheng.
Okay, we have our first technical timeout in set number 3, 8-4.
And you're watching the PVL All-Filipino Conference in action live here in San Juan City, Phil Oil Arena. Noreen, a while ago you asked the question, can the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans finish this in 3? And actually, that's the same question that they are asking themselves. Aya Laura told me a while ago that their consistency is still a work in progress. Aya adds that once you question one thing in the system, we will go off course and we have to believe what we worked for. Now that the momentum has shifted in their favor, the Flying Titans are eager to take care of it and take advantage of it. As Coach Dante reminds them, don't be half-hearted when you play, and it seems that this squad has been playing with all heart and hustle, hoping to finish the game in this set. Migs and Noreen?
Well, things have not looked this bright. This is the brightest moment already for CHOCO MUCHO. If you compare it to the first 2 sets, it was very close. So certainly they have responded to the call of Coach Dante Alinsunurin.
Yeah, work in progress, I think it is the term.
Service error there for Chiara Permentilla.
But that's not gonna help. You are chasing.
Serving is China Atienza.
9-5. Chayla Atienza. First ball, Kiara. DJ goes to MJ.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
good. That's good.
Was it a kick save?
Yeah.
Perfectly legal. Here's Brooke. Tough to dig.
That should be part of the highlight reel, really. That save.
You know.
But technically, in that slow-mo, that's double already. It's
Yeah.
like it hit her knee.
That's right. That's right.
It just happened so fast.
Ironically, yun ang hindi nahuli ng first referee
Oo.
natin. Everything happened so fast, as you mentioned. Brooke pushing. Oh, could have been another beautiful save there for Choco Mucho with Tolentino on her knees. Unable to push through with it.
A coach will always say, trust your coverage. Stop trying to get it with one hand. That's what happened because Tolentino was there.
7-9, NXLED trying to close in. Rondina! Dug back. CC had to step back for that one. Quite tough.
Hey, slowly but surely, this bunch playing for NXLED, it has trimmed the lead to 1.
They were down by 5 points a while ago. So the run is 7-3. CC.
Chance.
That's a free ball. DJ Brooke. Nice defense by Des Cheng. Bump onto Rondina. Yes.
Cici Rondina off the block.
CC's up to 19 points in this game.
And what's more important, she made up for that previous error.
Oh, what a dig by Des Cheng. Hinabol ni CC on. Oh no! Chance ball off of Bang Pineda. Back set to Kat. Good look.
Wow!
That's a good look.
Tolentino.
Boy, that's
hits
a
the spot.
very well executed play from Tina Wong.
11-8 Choco Mucho. Timeout.
Look at this.
Yeah, the timing was just off there for the net defense of NXLED. 3-point advantage.
Guys, here we go. Hey, with the break point, we take a big gap. We have to take another one. Here we go. Hey, on the opposite, we're keeping too much line. The middle cannot arrive. Ready, guys? When we have the transition ball, right now they are leaving on you completely the middle of the court. There is a hole like this. Here we go. Ready, go! Camilla, here we go.
8-11. Brooke Van Sickle in this game has had 11 points to lead the way for NXLED. Tolentino on the other end has more points than Brooke with a dozen to her name. At sa lagay na yan, second leading scorer si Tolentino.
Oh, they needed that. You were talking about Brooke Van Sickle. They needed that. You know, during the huddle, you can feel Morales shot for NXLED.
Well, Brooke, as the captain, can definitely help out in that aspect.
Yeah.
Can she pour in consecutive points? Janelle Cheng at the service line. This is just a 2-point disadvantage. Tolentino blocked.
That's a block point for Brooke Van
That's a
Sickle.
huge stop.
Bubuhayan na.
See?
That's Brooke again.
Yep.
10 serving 11.
That's going to be the first block point of Brooke Van Sickle in this match.
Well, you talked about back-to-back. Back-to-back. Oh!
Another one.
Chanel.
Janelle Cheng with the ace, and we're tied 11-all.
Against her sister at that.
Nice float.
We are tied at 11.
Hindi man lang umikot ang bola at all.
It just dropped.
Yes, it did. Des Cheng, can she get better reception now against her sister? There you go. Kneeling set onto CC.
Off the block, Cici Rondina.
Boy, the blockers of NXLED. perplexed on how are we gonna stop CC Rondina.
I like that word. Perplexed. 12-11. Oh, almost across there. Lian able to keep her ground. And here's Descheng. Got a touch. Saved by Kiara. Janelle goes to the left. Van Sickle!
Oh, it's her time. She's got to take over Brooke Van Sickle. Better late than never.
This is her most powerful attack as of yet.
It's like that timeout woke her up,
Oh, yes.
right? Like it nudged her. That look is, yeah, I'm still here.
Now she will be serving. 12 all. CC has the target. This is Descheng. Hole. Nice read by her sister. Lian. Able to score.
Oh, it was a slow climb, but they get the lead. NXLED.
13-12. Ever since being down 1-6. What a turnaround for the Chameleons.
Yeah, and they're showing us that you have to be patient, right? Whoa!
That's an ace.
Service
Now,
ace
this is
for
looking really
Van
dangerous.
Sickle.
NXLED
Timeout,
controlling
Choco Mucho.
momentum, up by 2.
Ang bilis nila kinukuha yung lamang natin, ha? O, saga natin, ha? O, yung side out natin, nagkakaproblema tayo. Side out, side out, ha? Side out. Side out. Unahin ang side out natin. Yung break point naman natin, nakakascore tayo na maayos, ha? Hey, angulo lang tayo. Ako, unahin mo na yung pasa kahit mag-3-man simula kayo, ha? O, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Quality galaw lang, let's go.
Okay, okay. Sa ikot na. Sa ikot na. Choco Mucho.
Indeed, Noreen, it happened so fast. The way NXLED turned things around here in this set number 3.
Well, now Choco Mucho having problems with their passing. You can see NXLED adding a bit more juice, a bit more beef to their serves.
Van Sickle just got her first ace a while ago before the timeout.
Brooke Van Sickle.
But right, she needs to take over. I mean,
She does.
two-time MVP of the league.
Descheng. Good net defense by Musa in the Guzman. Back row, off speed. Nice adjustment by Lian. It's Kiara. Cross. Somebody touched the net.
From Choco Mucho.
Boy, the errors piling up for Choco Mucho.
Supervision for the Flying Titans.
Ea Laure returns to the game. It was Lorraine Pecaña who touched the net. There you go. On top.
15.
It's now a 3-point lead for NXLED. That's an 8-point turnaround in this set alone.
And we thought, you know, in the start of the set, it's like it's going to be a walk in the park for Choco Mucho, but nope.
Wong bumps it to the left. Ea Laure scores off the block.
Ea Laure off the
Well,
block.
you know what? That's what she brings to the table, Ea Laure. She knows every time she comes in, she's gonna get sets.
Paaga ng paaga yung pag-insert sa kanya ni Coach Dante as they have felt the sense of urgency, needing her points.
Again, topic of conversation was the consistency of Choco Mucho.
Oh, nice drop by Rania Musa.
Rania Musa.
And now we have our second technical timeout in set 3.
13 for Choco Mucho.
Back inside the Phil Oil Center in San Juan. This is Nix Gomez with Noreen Go and Jules Israel covering Dina Wong. Jaya Atienza and the Choco Mucho Flying Titans taking on Rania Mucha and the NXLED Chameleons. Story of this set, it was a great start by Choco Mucho. They were up 6-1. And there was that one timeout that just changed everything for NXLED. Brooke Van Sickle leading the way again for them as Jaya Atienza gets a side out for Choco Mucho.
Yeah, a complete turnaround, and if you're an NXLED fan, you have to be happy because you like the way that fight back, that they're back in the set after trailing, like you mentioned, 6-1. So again, work in progress also for NXLED.
Caitlin Viray and Alina Bicar, the double sub, back in for Choco Mucho. This is Kiara. Ponce goes to Kate. And that's her specialty.
Scores her first point.
She rams it through the blockers. MJ Phillips was right in front of her.
Right pin cross for Caitlin Viray.
Boy, great response after that technical timeout for Choco Mucho.
Lian. Oh,
Wow.
fireball alert.
Boy, her point production has come few and far between, but what a kill for De Guzman.
Makes it 4 points now for Lian De Guzman. You can see the ferocity on her face as she proceeds to the service line. First ball, Cici. Ricard goes to Aya. Tough dig, but still put up by Lian. Here's Kiara. The dig by Cici. Vicar. Laure.
Good dig. Whoop.
Jelly just keeping it alive. We continue with the rally. Caitlin from the left this time. Back row. Brooke Van Sickle. It drops.
With the help of the net, but they will take it. Great counter response by NXLED.
Brooke Van Sickle in the first two sets had 9 total points. This set alone, she has 7.
Wow. That's a wake-up call. That one huddle.
18-15, Lian De Guzman. Vicar one-handed. Nice save by Van Sickle. And that's an open zone 5.
You know, NXLED is actually simplifying the way they're playing, and it's working.
Phillips now in double figures. 19-15.
Diba? Palo yun, palo hindi. Okay? Pero yung side out natin, ang problema ngayon, side out. Okay, yung manggigil sa gagawin, ha? Hey, walang spacing kasi, lahat ng bola natin nandito. Mag-space tayo, ha? Hey, maganda naman yung binigay mo kanina. Konting din, ha? Okay, isa-isa lang mo tayo. Okay? Isa pa.
Choco Mucho!
4-point disadvantage. This is the biggest lead of the NXLED Chameleons in the entire match.
And nothing flashy, you know, they're just keeping in the rally. Giving tough serves and whatever works, really. It's been working for NXLED.
Played it shortly in De Guzman. Here's Aya Laure. Nice block. Now it's MJ Phillips coming alive with Janelle Cheng.
The go-tos for NXLED.
Oh, that's DJ all over it. 20-15. Biggest lead extended. Short serve again. Nice target by Lian De Guzman.
What a dig.
That's Jelly Tempiatura. Slide action. That goes through for MJ Phillips.
So NXLED is taking advantage of the fact that Choco Mucho now is doubting themselves. Now, what are we doing wrong? We had a 6-1 lead and so on and so forth. NXLED is pouncing.
21-15. Tough set. That was just too wide for Caitlin Viray. And now it's a 7-point advantage. Complete domination by the Chameleons.
Well, for CHOCO MUCHO, you're hoping that this reinsertion of Tolentino and Dina Wong will change things, or at least get them closer. But yeah, NXLED.
Oh,
Position on court. CHOCO MUCHO.
Boy, that's not gonna help.
positional fault, making it an 8-point advantage. CHOCO MUCHO clearing things up before they continue.
Serving 15.
Another short serve. That was an open zone. Miss Ea.
Oh, good save.
Permentilla down the line. How about Chiara Permentilla?
Again, it's a matter of finding the right combination.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin', ang pasalubong ng bayan.
That was on its way out,
Yeah,
actually.
way out. NXLED can actually win this set by double figures. But Ea will not let that happen.
It's a tall mountain to climb for CHOCO MUCHO.
16-24. This makes me wonder, will Ea, if we do proceed to a next set, will she start that set number
That's
4?
a good question. But it looks like it's inevitable. It's 16 serving 24.
1-2. Did not work. Good read by Kat. Here CC had to adjust. It's outside, and that's it for set number 3. It was a 14-point turnaround by the NXLED Chameleons. All because of that timeout.
Yeah.
They win it 25-16. We're not yet done. The NXLED Chameleons able to pull off a major comeback in set number 3. We've been mentioning it time and time again. They were down 1-6, and yet they won set 3, 25-16.
Well, you and I were talking about it before we got on air. It's really the championship experience of these quote-unquote Petrogas players, because when Brooke Van Sickle came, like somebody woke her up and hey,
there was a
we're down
switch.
2 sets. Hey, Brooke, we're down 2 sets. It's like she fueled her entire team and everybody started contributing. Look at the numbers. NXLED led in terms of attacks, and it was pretty obvious. All other aspects, but look at the errors. We talked about the tendency of CHOCO MUCHO to actually commit errors, and yeah, 7-4. So NXLED just woke up, but CHOCO MUCHO, it's like after they lost that 5-point advantage, it's like they froze.
Yes.
You know, the work in progress is still evident. It's still present. The inconsistency. So, what are you gonna do come 4th set? Are you gonna? I mean, it was theirs to lose, and they did lose it. Plus the fact that NXLED, Brooke Van Sickle, and the rest.
Look at Brooke just taking the lead right now, owning that captain duty. I did mention She only had 9 points in the first 2 sets combined, and then she had 7 big ones in set number 3. MJ Phillips reactivated after not even scoring a single point in set number 2. This is a good way for Brooke Van Sickle to match up against CC Rondina in the battle of our 2 most recent MVPs in the All-Filipino conferences. 20 for CC, 16 for Brooke.
Well, what about also Cheng?
Which Cheng?
Janelle
Cheng.
Archie
Yes.
Cheng. I mean, that key block, they just didn't want to lose after losing the first 2 sets. So now it's anyone's game because the momentum has clearly shifted Jersey.
As much as we want to credit, the Petrogas core for being able to pull off what they did in set number 3, Janelle Cheng's connection with the likes of Leon de Guzman and Chiara Permentilla, that also should be noted. As DJ sends that through. And here's CC Rondina scoring off the block. The type of start that you want to see if you're CHOCO MUCHO.
Yeah.
First point of set
If for NXLED it was Brooke Van Sickle, you want CC to take over for CHOCO MUCHO. You want to end this in 4. Because if this is pushed to a 5th set, really, I feel that NXLED has the advantage.
Slide for Rania. Medyo malayo yun. Overcooked that one. Another serve for Dina Wong.
And full front row for CHOCO MUCHO.
It's Pecaña, Tolentino, and Rondina. Laure as the option at the back. No more save there. First point for NXLED in the set.
You know, I feel we're going to see a lot of exchanges between Rondina and Brooke Van Sickle come 4th set.
We'd like to see that.
Yeah,
We've been wanting to see that.
They need to, take charge.
Another overpass. Back-to-back points for NXLED.
Now you can see Coach Dante saying reset.
Oh, that's low. Pambawi. CC naman. Blocked. Great net defense by NXLED. 3 straight points for them. And now, let's point to the sideline with Jules Israel.
Migs and Noreen, MJ Phillips has always been a steady scorer for the NXLED Chameleons, and as Brooke Van Sickle puts it, she is a stable point maker and a silent killer. It was MJ's IQ and hustle that sparked that shift and turned things around for the NXLED Chameleons in that last set. Because of her composure, the Chameleons see her as a pillar who steadies the team in tight sets and broken plays. MJ, together with the rest of the Chameleons, are willing to do everything to redeem themselves from their back-to-back losses. And it seems that this eagerness is their ticket back to the win column. Migs and Noreen.
That's good for MJ Phillips to have gotten credit like that, even though she was quiet in set number 2. The turnaround for her, we even felt that with 3 points. Reached double figures in set number 3. And we gotta remember, that woman's a finals MVP as well in the PVL.
Yeah. But it's a matter really of the closing, the finishing. Really, we saw CHOCO MUCHO actually did that in the first 2 sets. But that's why when they had a good start, people were thinking, okay, this is a totally changed CHOCO MUCHO. But then back to reality. But they should know that, if you're CHOCO MUCHO. NXLED, no pushover yan.
Hindi talaga. Makita natin yung graphic in terms of how they have improved in the team standings. This is already on pace for them to have their best finish in the All-Filipinos history. As MJ Phillips responds to the call, she's now up to 12 points.
1 point, she had no points.
Oh
the
yes,
second
that's
set.
the second set. Nice cross by Kat. Height is smite. And the follow-through was just perfect.
Yeah. They're going for it, the likes of Tolentino, Laure. They're really giving 100%. Full throttle.
5-4. Lorraine Pecaña. 7 points to her name. Reception by Chiara. It's MJ with some hang time. Covered by DJ. Bang goes right. Lian scores off the block.
Challenging Laure's block there and gets a point. You know, she doesn't get the sets, a lot of sets, but her efficiency should be there, up there. Speaking of Lian de Guzman.
That's 5 points in total for Lian de Guzman. Van Sickle has 17, 15 off of attacks, targeting CC Rondina. That has been the story all day long. Great defense by Brooke. How about that read by de Guzman, but still sent back. Kiara denied coverage.
Oh, good
Brooke
save.
still there. De Guzman. Ponce will bump it onto Aya. Cheng with a
good
save. Jelly now to the left. The cross will go in for Kiara Permentilla.
Boy, you admire Coach Etor's bringing Kiara Permentilla in. She's been a go-to for NXLED.
That's 4 points now. 4 timely points for Kiara Permentilla. Her defense has been splendid as well.
This is a good example of accepting their roles, Permentilla and de Guzman. You won't get a lot of sets, but when I give it to you, you got to deliver.
Yes.
And so far, they have been.
7-4, make it 8-4. NXLED leading the way to the first technical timeout in set number 4.
First technical timeout, 8 for NXLED, 4 for CHOCO MUCHO.
In this all-important game between two teams who are at the middle part of our team standings, you would really realize just how tight the race is for the top 4. Kita mo naman, seeds 4 all the way to 9. They're separated by 1 game.
Yeah, and we, throughout the conference, we've been saying you want to get to the top 4 because there will be a opportunity for the teams at the lower tier, but it's going to be long and you're going to get tired, so that's why it's still possible for all these teams.
As that attack goes outside for Aya Laure, we have to remind everybody that in the next game, it will be Creamline versus Galleries Tower. The high-risers have impressed us in this All-Filipino conference. If they win tonight, imagine what that could mean for their franchise. In the same way, in the standings, they would go to an even 500. Getting a better chance to reach the top 4.
They will rock the standings.
Aya Laure getting retribution off of her error. 5 points down to her name.
But it is a climb for them, down 4.
Service, Kat Tolentino.
Kat Tolentino with the serve. She has 12 points. This is her second game reaching double figures in the AFC. MJ activated. Tough save for Cici. She was going around already for that one.
The one player also that CHOCO MUCHO is missing is Pecania. Right, the first 2 sets.
Her blocking.
But yeah, NXLED doing a good job in avoiding.
Actually, it was in set number 1. She had 3 blocks in that set alone. Aya. Ooh, no more save. Janelle Cheng having a moment with MJ Phillips on the ground, but Aya Laure will get that point.
But that's a story of how NXLED came back from being down in the 3rd set. They're trying. They're putting the effort, and then it started working. They're doing it now, although CHOCO MUCHO did get that point. The effort was there.
Pineda setting it up for Kiara. Pineda with coverage, and here's Lian. Tang bumps it up for CC. The save by Janelle. Great anticipation by Cheng. Lian sends it through. This is practically a chance. Rondina denied. Ponce with the coverage. CC again! It had to be a no-look.
Yeah, she's relentless here. How many sets did she get there? 3 or 4?
Isn't she used to that type of
That
sequence?
scenario, no?
Yeah.
Good pass.
Kiara. Sharp.
Wow.
That was nice.
How many points did she score, you said, in that last game?
Permentilla, 2 games back, had 16 points versus Galleries Tower.
Wow, it's just showing us really coming off the bench. I think she's playing a great conference.
(11-7). Rondina almost crossed. Kiara again, off speed. Sent back. Chance ball. CC. Oh! CC
One more
again.
time.
Janelle, slide. That goes through for Rania Musa. Man, what a sequence. I feel for CC Rondina.
She's trying, but you gotta give it the NXLED. They're making the right stops, and they're just keeping in the rally. Persistence is key for NXLED.
How about that activation for Rania Musa, who now has 3 points to her name? Eh, no? Ang feel mo nga naman talaga, nakakapagod naman talaga yung ginagawa niya. Battle at the net. There's a push by Musa, and here's Rondina again. We've seen a ton of great saves in this game. Villegas denied. The push by Cheng. Oh, almost made it. Almost, but not quite.
But how many times have we seen Janelle Cheng do that through the years?
Honestly, that's one of my favorite things in volleyball, yung mga push na ganon. Kasi lahat ng mga tao nakaabang eh. Yun na lang aabangan mo eh, papasok ba o hindi.
Yeah, it completely disrupts.
Permentilla. The drop by Musa with a smile.
Musa of the over the
Well, you know, she's just making the most out of her court time.
That would be the
There's a
4th
reaching
point
beyond
of Rania
challenge by
Musa,
CHOCO
but we have a
on that last
challenge
action.
first, reaching beyond the net. Rania also a player who had to recover from a knee injury. Tagal din yung nawala. Glad to have her back playing like this.
Enjoying.
Oh yes, and enjoying like that. Such a great middle blocker rotation for Coach Ettore Guidetti. May MJ Phillips ka, may Duki ka, Rania's there, Abby Maraño's there.
Yeah.
Rich Makaslang is not even in Jersey for the day. Oh, was that legal?
Oh,
The challenge is unsuccessful. Next set gets the
So that was clean. Unsuccessful
CHOCO MUCHO
challenge.
has one more challenge remaining in the set.
I think that slow-mo, the closest you'll get to a yes.
13 serving 8 with Yana Permentilla serving.
13-8. Nice serve by Kiara. CC. Tumama ba? Mukhang malinis.
14 serving 8.
Nothing going right now for CHOCO MUCHO. That's the topic of conversation, right? Is how can you play at a consistent level? Work in progress.
Serve out.
Service error by Kiara Permentilla. Can that set things off for CHOCO MUCHO, especially with this part of the rotation? Dina Wong serving. She has Kat, CC, and Pecanya in front. Van Sickle, my goodness. Did you see the elevation? This spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan. Ang pasalubong ng bayan. She just went over the blockers.
Just went to turbo mode.
So Brooke is now a point away from reaching 20 in this game. Kat. That's a much needed side out by Choco Mucho.
Yeah. I think decision making, you need to change it. You can't go solely to CC Rondina. You're gonna wear her out.
Oh, yes.
And aside from the fact, NXLED's defense has been working, so you really have to change things up if you're Dina Wong.
CC's at the back now. Van Sickle denied and placed at the perfect spot by Kat Valentino.
11 serving 15.
For Choco Mucho, can you do at this stage of the fourth set, can you do what NXLED did to you in the first set? Coming down from a 5-point deficit to actually win it.
Regalo.
Tolentino hits the gift.
Kat Valentino with
Timeout
back-to-back points. And we have a timeout for Coach Ettore.
Let's open their block. Don't put all the game in position 2, in position 3-4, But we have triple block. Guys, Rondina has got two types of serve, She's serving short on your right and high on your left, Talk each other, organize this serve, we need a good pass or even a pass. And we play volleyball. Oh, let's go!
The Italian head coach of the NXLED Chameleons, Ettore Guidetti, being observed right now by, of course, our national team head coach for the men's, Coach Angelino Frigoni, who has done so much already for our men's volleyball program, including the success that we had in the World Championship last year.
Influx of help and information.
Something that we will gladly take. MJ Phillips just hit that ball wide, and now Choco Mucho is feeling momentum. The fans are feeling it as well.
They're back in the game. They were silenced in set number 4.
After trailing by as many as 6, it's down to 2. 1-2, still red. Here's Kat. Still saved. Chance ball. Ponce. Wong. Laure. Yes!
Laure off the block.
Dina Wong still complaining of a non-call, and
Yes.
I saw Laure said, wag na!
Oh, pumuntos naman na.
14-15.
Now it is 14-15.
Yeah, and the comeback by Choco Mucho. If you're NXLED, you gotta take care of it. You're still up by 1.
Regalo para kay Lorraine Pegaña. You've been looking for her.
Yeah. She has to step up here in the fourth set.
8 points now for Lorraine.
We are tied at
You know, if you're Choco Mucho, you have to be happy because we did say, you know, the others have to step up. Take the pressure away from Medina, and they have been.
It's a 6-0 run. Back row for Chiara.
Oh.
Make it a 7-0 run, and Choco Mucho takes over, leading us into the second technical timeout.
For Choco Mucho, 15 for NXLED.
Back inside the Phil Oil Center in the city of San Juan. This is Mix Gomez alongside Noreen Go and Jules Israel. Coach Dante Alinsinurin has been successful lately because he has steered his team onto a 7-0 run. They were down 15-9 just a while ago. Question is, can they close it off in 4?
Yeah, and what happened was really Coach Taibun did. You know what happened is the others helped out. You know,
Yeah.
early part of the set it was predominantly
That
CC
girl.
Rodina. But the others helped out. So it was a team effort.
Van Sickle. That goes long. Was there a touch?
Ball out.
Will NXLED challenge? Yes, they will.
There's a block touch challenge by NXLED on the last touch.
Chameleons look very confident about this.
Well, Tolentino said she didn't touch it. Takani had no reaction.
Let's see. Our players gathered amongst themselves. Meron.
Oh no!
Meron. That was Kat. That's Kat Tolentino.
Okay. Yeah. The left ring finger.
Oh.
I was looking at the Kanyas. Good challenge. They needed that. They needed that stop.
And off of that side out, this is your best part of the rotation with your setter serving. It's going to be a block point. Leon de Guzman.
What a stop. Huge monster block.
That will be her first block point in this match. Leon's up to 6.
Okay, discard sa gagawin mo, ha? Hingi ka ng bola kung saan mo ibigay. Okay? Read dito, ha? Oh, let's go.
Girls, discard tayo! Titan break!
Emergency button now for Coach Dante and Sunurin. Down by 1, 16-17. We haven't seen as many lead changes compared to sets 1 and 2. Remember, in sets 1 and 2 combined, 29 deadlocks and 14 lead changes.
Wow.
Both of them extended, of course. Eya, ganda ng buwelo. Papasok pa lang, alam mo na.
Ea Laure just doing a smart job because the blockers knew Dina Wong was going to Ea Laure. Look at MJ Phillips. Look at that. She knew. But Ea Laure just took advantage. That split-second delay.
17 all. Lorraine Pecaña now serving. 8 points, 5 blocks. MJ activated. CC bumps it to the right to Cat. Tight. Villegas with the save. Here's Ea. Oh! No more save by Bang Pineda.
Oh, using the blockers.
CHOCO MUCHO.
It's going to be a nip and tuck affair. Again, at the start of the game, we did say the importance of winning your remaining games to try to get to the top 4 at the end of this round.
Whoa! Almost an ace. Here's Leon. Denied and wide open at the back. Off of the rejection, Jen Villegas.
Well, you know the players that the coaches tap to come? They've been performing.
Yeah,
Fermentilla, Villegas, Musa.
that's right. 19-17, CHOCO MUCHO.
In this rotation, playing B is a suicide. We play for tempo and we open the game. Got it? Here we go, guys. Oh, one part. Hey, she doesn't know what she's doing with the serve. Or you stay all of us on help, or she score an ace. Here we go.
Next one!
19-17. Man Mendres now checks in for Lorraine Pecaña. Mendres has to be careful as the service specialist.
Serving Man Mendres.
Don't want to commit another error. That's inside. First ball, Kiara. DJ goes to the open. The push by Brooke. Clear out for CC, who sends it to Ea. And she scores! Ea Laure off the bench, reaching double figures.
Boy, Ea Laure accepting the responsibility here. What, 3 straight points for Ea Laure? But this one with the help of the net.
Ea Laure in the first 3 sets had 4 points combined. In this set, 6 in total. Tolentino blocked. Now it's Ea. Make it 11.
Boy, she is feeling it right now. She doesn't want a 5th set.
Must feel good for CC Rondina.
Yeah.
Because
No,
you know that's a familiar teammate that she can rely on.
that's true. And what's more, more for Ea Laure's confidence. The blockers are there and she's scoring.
Service error by Mendrez. 18-21. That's a big side out for NXLED.
The question now for CHOCO MUCHO, can you hold on? Can you hold on? Will you hold on?
Van Sickle at the back. Targeting Ea Laure. Wong had to chase that one. Laure again. That is another point. It is a dozen for Ea.
Boy, she ate something at the bench or drank something. It's like she is on fire, unstoppable.
Those beast of CHOCO MUCHO bars at their bench. 22-18.
Ooh.
DJ bumps it for Kiara. Put up by Cici. Golden opportunity. Ea Laure.
Good dig.
It's Brooke from the back. Practically a chance ball. Sino pa ba? Ea Laure with the bomb!
Come on!
Have your moment. Queen Ea. 23-18. 13 big ones. And 9 of them coming in this set.
I haven't seen somebody play like this for a while. Like dominate the latter part of a set.
Off the puck,
Kiara Permentilla with an all-important point. See, to your point about Ea Laure, I'm not surprised about this because I've seen her do this even in the international stage. As we get to see a service error, making it 5 match points for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans, and Ea Laure, of all people, will be serving for the match.
I'm getting goosebumps seeing a player, any player for that matter, but a player at this point, Ea Laure playing this way.
Lian de Guzman, dug up by Tolentino. Ponce, on to CC, and that's it! CC Rondina with 24 big points, giving CHOCO MUCHO this 4-set victory.
It was a tough grind, a tough match, but for the fans and for this franchise, they're hoping that this is true. This is live and they can play like this throughout the conference.
After a 3-game losing streak, CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans won in 5 grueling sets versus Galleries Tower. Now it's back-to-back wins, outlasting the NXLED Chameleons in 4 sets. It is a 4-set victory for the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans, making it back-to-back wins for them. And it will be a losing streak now for the NXLED Chameleons. It wasn't actually hard for Noreen to select our player of the game, who now joins Jules Israel.
Mix and Noreen, I have the pleasure here to speak with the standout player of the game, CC Rondina of the CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans, with 24 big points and 20 receptions. Napakagandang laro ang pinakita nyo, CC. Ano ang gumana sa laro nyo today?
Ayun po, may resibo ko. Siyempre po, nag-stick po kami sa set play po namin. And siyempre, pinaka-importante din talaga coming here. Minindset ko na talaga na kailangan na may receive ako talaga. So, I think nakatulong and ayan.
You know, kitang-kita yung mindset na yun. Sabi mo sa akin kanina, hindi mo hahayaan yung opportunity. So, ang tanong natin is tuloy-tuloy na ba itong back-to-back wins ng CHOCO MUCHO Flying Titans?
Magtatrabaho po kami.
At maaasahan nila yan. Okay, at may gusto ka bang batiin at pasalamatan sa malaking panalo nyo ngayon?
Unang-una po, nagpapasalamat po ako sa mga supporters po ng Ribisco. Maraming salamat po. And sa Ribisco Management, Sir Jonathan, Ma'am Lizanne, Sir Alan, Sir Rolly, Sir Eric, and Attorney Lily, and si Ma'am Cathy Nang, and sa family ko sa Compostela, Cebu, ate ko sa Canada, Mama in Mindanao, and sa family po ng fiancé ko na nasa Chaong, Quezon, and syempre po sa fiancé ko na nanonood, and sa lahat po ng mga sumusuporta, and sa family po ng mga teammates ko, and si Lola Lolita po, Lola ni Tang. So ayun, maraming salamat po.
I'm sure they're proud of you, CC. Congratulations once again. Let's wrap this up, Mix and Noreen.
Conference high, 24 points. Conference high, 20 receptions for CC Rondina, complementing the other great numbers of the Flying Titans. Tina Wong had 23 excellent sets. Ponce had 21 digs. And also, of course, Ea Laure with 9 over 13 points coming in the last set. Up next, we have the Creamline Cool Smashers.